And you're on another episode with Exploring Shasta County History. I'm your host, Jeremy M. Tuggle. Today, we're in Weaverville, Trinity County, California, up at a very peaceful historical site, the Weaverville Cemetery. Here, today, I'm shooting a video on Susan Lorenz, who is in connection with Lorenz Hotel of Reading, a local historical famous landmark that dates back to 1901. I already but I wrote an article on the hotel earlier, and so I will include that in the link so you can read about that history because it is a detailed description of Lorenz and their connection to the Lorenz Hotel of Reading. But today we're focusing on where she is buried, and that's here in Weaverville. Cut. Susan Leibrant was born on July 8, 1844, in Fort Wayne, Allen County, Indiana, when her father, Johann Jacob Leibrant, was 26 and her mother, Christina Custer Leibrant, was 35. Susan was not an only child, and she had additional siblings as well. Her father was a farmer by trade. In 1857, her parents decided to venture west overland from Indiana to Santa Cruz, California. Susan was 13 years old at the time. At Santa Cruz, they took passage on a boat to Northern California, where they cruised into Red Bluff. While in Red Bluff, the family spent the last of their money, and they were forced to walk the rest of the way, transporting their belongings with them from Red Bluff to Shasta, and then finally completing the journey in Weaverville, which is where they established their home. By the time the 1860 U.S. Census was enumerated for their district on August 22, 1860, Susan's father was working as a laborer in the area. A year later, Susan married Henry Lorenz at Weaverville on April 13, 1861. Lorenz was a native of Germany and a local miner who made his fortune in the lucrative Red Hill placer mine. Later, her parents relocated their family to Santa Cruz, and Johann took up farming again according to the 1870 U.S. Census. The children of Henry Lorenz and Susan Leibrant Lorenz were the following 12 children. Franz Joseph Lorenz, born 1862, died 1937, who married Annie Margaret Gilbert. Henry Lorenz, who was born 1863, died 1915, he never married. Christina Lorenz, born 1865, died 1938, who married Joseph W. Smith. Mary Ann Lorenz, born 1868, died 1868, she died young. John Nicholas Lorenz, born 1869, died 1936, who married Rose. Matilda Lorenz, born 1871, died 1950, who married William Gribble. Susan Lorenz, born 1874, died 1959, who married James H. Gribble. William David Lorenz, born 1876, died 1961. George Jacob Lorenz, born 1878, died 1912. He never married. Emma Lorenz, born 1881, died 1963. She married first to James H. Hoyle, then her second marriage was to Herbert L. Moody, and then she married for a third time to Amos Meaninger. I believe that's how you say its name. Amos Meaninger. Forgive me if I'm pronouncing that wrong. I'm trying to do my best. Grover Cleveland Lorenz, born 1884, died 1973, who married Louise Mikado, and the last and final child was Charlie Lorenz, born 1886, died 1888. He died young. Susan's mother, Christina Custer Leibrant, died in Santa Cruz, California on May 4, 1878. She was 69 years old, and her father, Johann Jacob Leibrant, died on January 8, 1895 in Santa Cruz, California, where he retired as a farmer. Susan's husband, Henry Lorenz, died on October 30th, 1895, and left an incredibly wealthy estate for his family. He is buried in the cemetery in the Lorenz family plot. Susan eventually relocated from Weaverville to Reading in 1900 and settled there. From this estate came the money to erect the iconic Lorenz Hotel of Reading. You can find more about the Lorenz family and their hotel at the link provided with this video. Susan Leibert Lorenz died on April 3rd, 1925 in Redding, California at the age of 81, and she was buried in the Weaverville Cemetery at Weaverville, California. Alright folks, and this is the Lorenz family plot. Thank you for joining me on this episode of Exploring Shasta County History. If you haven't yet, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thanks for watching.